As we all know, President Biden dropped out of the 2024 presidential race today, and it seems like Kamala Harris is the presumptive Democratic nominee. Virtually the entire Democratic Party has endorsed her, from President Biden, California Governor Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg, the list goes on. Almost the entirety of Congress has done so as well on the Democratic side. And in reaction to this news, in reaction to Kamala Harris now being likely the Democratic nominee, Donald Trump is losing it. He is freaking out. He's been on a posting tirade today. It seems like we're getting a new post from him on Truth Social like every 15 minutes. It is absurd that this is what he's doing with his time. He's just freaking out and spreading conspiracies. So I have 3 posts from Donald Trump to show you. We'll talk about them a little bit, but he is unhinged. So the first post I want to show you is the one on your screen right now, saying, so, quote, "We are forced to spend time and money on fighting Joe Biden. He polls badly after having a bad debate and quits the race. Now, we have to start all over again. Shouldn't the Republican Party be reimbursed for fraud and that everybody around Joe, including his doctors and the media, knew he was not capable of running for or being president? Just asking." So that is insane. Like actually insane. He is a psychopath. First and foremost, Joe Biden is fit to serve. He is fit to be president of the United States. He would be fit to run a campaign and be president for another 4 years. However, he made the decision himself, along with friends, family, closest advisors, that he wanted to drop out of the race. So nobody was hiding anything. This was a decision that Joe Biden had made within the last 24 hours, right? He made it the night before, put out the statement today. So this whole conspiracy that he's spreading that, oh, Joe Biden was going to get out of the race and that he was being covered up, nonsense, but we already know that. Of course it's nonsense. But the idea that the Republican Party should be reimbursed financially because they decided to make attack ads on Joe Biden is also laughable. Like, that is absurd. This is a decision they made. They decided to spread lies about Joe Biden. So I'm sorry if you buy something, you buy these ads, you make these ads. Sorry, buddy, you got to pay. And who's going to reimburse you as well? Who's going to reimburse you? Is it the conspiracy theory people that Donald Trump has worshiping him? Maybe, I don't know. But I have no idea what this guy is talking about. And this just reeks of panic to me. It reeks of panic that he's like, oh my God, I just put all of this time and effort into lying about Joe Biden and making stuff up about him. Now I got to start all over again and make up stuff about Kamala Harris. That's what Donald Trump and his campaign is thinking right now. But that is insane. That is only the first statement I'm showing you. We're already off to a terrible start. The second statement I want to show you is as follows, saying, quote, "My debate with Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the United States, was slated to be broadcast on fake ABC News," which is crazy, "the home of George Slopadopoulos." I mean, what? "Sometime in September. Now that Joe has not surprisingly, quit the race, I think the debate with whomever the radical left Democrat choose should be held on Fox News rather than the very biased ABC. Thank you, DJT." So 2 things. Again, I just find it laughable that he's still trying to run with this Joe Biden's the worst president ever. Joe Biden has been consistently rated by presidential scholars as like in the top 15 of presidents ever. Donald Trump has consistently been rated as like in the bottom 3, most recently being rated the worst president in American history. And we can all see with our own eyes that that's the case, presiding over an awful pandemic, trying to overturn an election. I mean, you know the list by now. We know who Donald Trump is. So I think that him trying to run with that still is hilarious. But what he's doing here is setting the foundation to quit and not debate anymore. He doesn't want any more presidential debates. He doesn't want any more. He's saying, I'm not going to do it on ABC. You only have to do it on Fox. And even if Kamala Harris was like, okay, I'll do it on Fox, he still wouldn't do it. He's laying the foundation to get out. He's trying to claim that ABC News, which is, I would argue, one of the most objective networks and publications out there, is fake. Is fake. That's what he's going to run with. Like, oh, I won't be on a fake news platform. I'll only do it on my home turf. He does not want to debate Kamala Harris. I'm genuinely serious. I would be incredibly surprised if there are presidential debates. I hope that there are, not only because I think Kamala Harris would wipe the floor with Donald Trump, but also I think it's good for public discourse. But I would be very surprised if Donald Trump actually commits to a presidential debate. He's going to run. He is going to run. He is scared. He's a very small little man inside. Remember that. He's a very scared man that, when he's faced with someone like Kamala Harris, a prosecutor, a district attorney, someone who knows how to put people in corners when it comes to a debate, he doesn't want to step on that stage. And I'm very confident that he won't. So now Donald Trump is already laying the foundation to get out of the debates. I mean, who could have seen this coming? Anyway, the final statement I want to show you is, again, incredibly crazy. Quote, does anybody really believe that Joe Biden had COVID? No, he wanted to get out ever since June 27th, the night of the debate, where he was completely obliterated. That's laughable. That was the big moment in Joe Biden's demise. That was the point in time in which Joe revealed for what he is, an incompetent man who should have never been president. Joe Biden's not fit to serve, yada, yada, yada. So again, he's trying to push this conspiracy that like Joe Biden's exit from the presidency or from the race has been planned ahead of time and that it was because of the debate and all that stuff. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Number one, Joe Biden was not obliterated at the debate. Donald Trump has never obliterated anybody in any debate, literally ever. Every single presidential debate he's been involved in, he got dog walked, as I'd like to say, meaning he got destroyed. In 2016 with Hillary Clinton, my God, he got obliterated. In 2020 with Joe Biden, he lost. And then in 2024, Biden didn't have the best night, but he still won on substance. The policy that he was putting out was objectively better than the policy that Donald Trump was putting out. And of course, there's that amazing moment where Biden turns to him and says, "You're a felon." I think that has to go down in the history books of like best debate moments ever. So, but you know, this whole like manufactured conspiracy of, oh, Joe Biden really wanted to get out then, but he just like, he didn't want to. And like they made up this COVID thing. It's so conspiratorial. And I think all of these statements are really showing who Donald Trump is, as if anybody really forgot who he is. He's just a conspiracy theorist, a liar, somebody who likes to incite anger among his base, incite anger among the American people. And he continues to do that. But as I mentioned with the first statement, all of these, when I'm reading all of these statements, it reeks of panic. It reeks of panic. He's saying that there was a conspiracy, that he doesn't want to debate on ABC, that he wants to be reimbursed for funding. Like, this is a man who knows that his reelection effort just got a lot harder. He feels deep down, you know, that his campaign just got a lot more difficult, that they're running against a new candidate. They have to pivot, you know, their attacks to somebody else. They have to take down all their ads that they're running in swing states, put up new ads and buy new ads and all this stuff. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's tactical. And quite frankly, I think that Kamala Harris, if the debates ever happen, but just in general public discourse, is going to wipe the floor with Donald Trump. She's going to prosecute the case against Donald Trump, as she's been doing in recent weeks, campaigning with President Biden. But now when she's at the top of the ticket, having these sold out rallies across the country, she's going to destroy Donald Trump. And I hope she does. For our democracy's sake, for America's sake, I think she will, and I hope she does. But I'm very much enjoying, and I think you are too, the panic that we are getting from Donald Trump today. Just losing it, freaking out all day, every day. He's like, you know, he's on the golf course right now. He takes a shot and says, "Hey, give me my phone." And then he puts something out and then gets to the hole, takes another shot, and, "Oh, give me my phone again." That's the cycle of Donald Trump today. Golfing and tweeting, golfing and tweeting. And it has been the case with Donald Trump for so long that that's what he does on his days off. But every day's a day off for Donald Trump. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you these three statements. They're absurd. They're ridiculous. And I wouldn't expect anything less from Donald Trump. I wouldn't expect anything less from the MAGA cult. So I just wanted to show you these. I appreciate you. I'm going to wrap up the video. Make sure to subscribe down below. It should be on your screen somewhere as well. It goes an incredibly long way. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you also enjoy the rest of your day.